Hey everyone, so let's talk about reading on an Amazon Fire tablet like my 2023 HD10 on the left here, which is 10.1 inches, versus something like the iPad 9, which is 10.2 inches. These are both very, very similar in size. But this video will go for any Fire tablet versus any iPad, uh, tablet as well, for reading Kindle books. So of course on both these you can get other e-reading apps if you want, but for this one we're going to talk about Kindle. So let's first talk about reading something like a comic. So we're going to his Archie's here, and there we go. So far as speed goes, it doesn't really matter which one. They're both going to be basically the same on speed when you're talking about reading books, at least in the Kindle app here. So again, both of these are nice and colorful. You can zoom in and out as fast as you want on both of them. We can go back and forth between different pages as fast as possible, if you want, for whatever reason. So both very, very similar here. If we turn them both sideways, we can do 2 pages on one screen, like so. We go into settings here. Under guided view, we have open in guided view, animate transitions, show page on enter, show page on exit. On letter boxing here, we have default, no, or black letter boxing. So what I'm trying to say here is they have the same options on both of these. Really depending, doesn't matter which one you have. And then you have down here, you have your brightness settings. So for as far as reading something like a comic goes, they're basically going to be both the same. All right, if we go into a book, and both are loaded in about the same, so that really doesn't matter much. And we get a lot of the same stuff, but this is where there is actually going to be some differences if you're on the Kindle app. And I do, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong in here, but I think a lot of people read on the Kindle app. I think it's one of the most popular apps for e-reading. So if we say touch and hold something here, we'll hit pausing. We'll hit room on that one. You do get, again, very similar stuff here. So the bottom, if we download the dictionary, with that download, I already had it downloaded on the iPad, but you get a dictionary on both of these. There we go. On the iPad though, we actually do get a touch, this little icon down here, and it tells you, well, how to say it.
Pausing.
So hopefully y'all can hear that.
Pausing.
So it will tell you the word. If you want to hear the word, you also have Wikipedia, and we also have Translate on both of these. Up top, we do have some different highlight options. We'll talk about the Amazon first here. We have Note, a search. You can actually play the button, which I'll hit in just a second here. Share, copy, and report content error. On the iPad, we have, again, highlight. We have the copy. We can make a note with that little icon. You can share it, and you can also search. So you can see there is no play. So if I hit play on this one.
Room she had for rent. She clasped her hands together and smiled. Door of the room she had for rent.
And you can pause it from down here, which you just hit again by hitting anywhere near the top. So for some reason, well, I guess because it's Amazon Kindle, they own Kindle, of course, and this is their tablet, they actually have the play button on here. And if you know where to find it on the iPad, you all let me know. I could not find it. So again, if we hit near the top on both of these, we hit this double A. It will give us our settings here. So again, very, very similar. We can make this bigger. We have our, we have your brightness settings down there. We have your fonts. You have your font size there as well. Go to layout. You have different color for your pages. So you can change the background color if you want to do that. You can also update page using system theme too, which is like the dark mode or light mode, which both these are on dark mode, which is why the background is black. You do have continuous scrolling on both. You have margins, alignment, margins, spacing, alignment, margins, margin, spacing, alignment. They're a little bit different setup, but they're the same thing. On both, you have themes on both here as well. So I accidentally get off of that. But then we go to more, this is where you're going to find your differences. So you have reading ruler on both of these. You have reading progress. So it tells you a few different ways. So you have page in book, left in chapter, time left in book, and then you can also hide that if you want to. Same on both of them. You also have, you can see over here, we have word wise, which will shows hints above challenging words. It is not on the iPad. Again, Kindle does own, or Amazon does own Kindle, and this is their tablet that they make. You have text to speech on here, which is one that was talking to us in that very robotic voice, but it's still an option. It's not an option on here. Again, if you guys know that it is an option on here, you all let me know. I cannot find it. Visible clock will be on both of these in 2 different spots. Turn pages with volume controls is again on the Amazon, but not on the iPad. Kind of a weird thing. And of course, you have about this book, page turn animations, which I'll show off in a second. They are really cool. Popular highlights and highlight menu. Whereas over here, you have popular highlights and highlight menu. Again, they're in a little bit different order. But you do get a few more things if you are using an Amazon Kindle, or Amazon Fire device. Then that animations, so you can see the page is kind of turning there. And it depends on where you pull. And it's just really, really cool. And that is for both. So all in all, they are very, very similar. The big difference is going to be this one will talk to you if you wanted to talk to you. iPad, for some reason, does not have the option, but does have the option that this one does not have if you are highlighting a word that it knows.
Kitchen.
They can do that. And it will not do it if you're highlighting multiple, because it's not in the dictionary. Of course, multiple words will not be in one dictionary page. So yeah, thank you all very much for watching. Hope you all have a good one. Let me know what you guys think about this. Thanks for watching. And as always, I do appreciate you. Hope you have a good one. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.